So no one really tells you this before BOLC, but while you're sweating through physical activities, graduation requirements, exams, you will be expected to balance a lot. So even though I stress this a lot in my videos, how BOLC is nowhere near as hard as OCS, doesn't mean that it's super easy. BOLC can be stressful. BOLC can be a lot as well. You're expected to balance, you know, graduation requirements, exams, and trying to balance, you know, your personal time. You have to balance all of those things. BOLC, you can have a lot of fun at BOLC, but it's easy to get distracted and fall off from your training and your exams and things like that. So I'm going to tell you guys how to properly balance all of those things so that you can be successful at BOLC. So in my previous videos, I talked about how BOLC is heavy on classroom trainings and exams and death by PowerPoint and things like that. And the tests are not super hard, but they require focus. You'll also have field weeks and leadership assessments. So balance is key. You know, use a daily routine. PT, class, short reviews, and evening prep. I would say use like a pocket notebook to jot down key terms during the day. Use study groups. So that helped me a lot when I was in BOLC, especially like during, like I said, it was one test that was like very challenging. I think that was called like tactical training or something like that. I forgot the exact name of it. But use study groups. You know, take time to study for yourself, but also study in groups. You know, because you guys get to like share knowledge with each other, help each other in like your weak areas. Study groups are very essential. And you can also like quiz each other, go over like review PowerPoints and flashcards. I'm a big flashcard person, like, because like you can just pull out your flashcards. Like, let's say if you're in a classroom and it's like a slow week and you're not doing anything, instead of just sitting there with your head down, you can pull out your flashcards and just look through them, keep getting familiarized with the material. So this is a big one. Time management will make or break you in BOLC. Same as OCS, but time management, you don't want to wait till the last minute to study. You want to make sure that you're prepping the night before. You know, you lay out your clothes, your uniform, your PT gear, have everything laid out. You shower the night before so that you can just get up, you know, do your morning routine, brush your teeth, wash your face, put your clothes on, and out the door. You're not wasting so much time in the morning and stuff like that, you know. Even for the women with our hair, I had someone ask me about, like, you know, what's the easiest way to keep up with your hair, you know, in training? Honestly, I would say if you're an African American woman, like braids would be good because you can just up and go. You don't want something that's too heavy, that you can't put your hat on. You want to make sure that, you know, you can style your hair in a way where it's manageable and that you don't have to do too much to it. Now, me personally, I wore my hair like this, slick back in a bun. It is, you know, it is maintenance because you have to do things to it to get it to look like this every day. But there's other alternatives like braids and things like that. So when I was in OCS, I did, when I was in the field, I used to just put straight backs in my hair, like maybe 6 to 8 cornrows. And I didn't have to worry about my hair in the morning. I just up and went. But like, if I wasn't in the field, I would wear my hair in a military bun like this. So it just depends on your hair type and what's easier for you. When it comes to the exams, again, you want to make sure that every day before you go down for bed, you want to make sure you take at least 15 to 30 minutes to go over, you know, what you learned in the classroom, go over your flashcards and your notes, all your study material. So like I said, you want to build like a cheat sheet. It's not really a cheat sheet because you're able to use your notes during your exam. But I think it's like, when I was there, it was like one sheet of paper, front and back, and you gotta write very small, because it's so much information that you will not be able to fit all that on one sheet of paper, front and back. So you want to make sure that you write very small, and you want to make sure that you color code. You want to make sure that you use acronyms and things like that for references, so it's easier to like follow your notes when you're doing your exams. And like I said, make sure you write small so that you save space. When it comes to the weekends, right, everybody wants to go out, they want to party, they want to do things, they want to hang out, and that's fine, because you do need personal time. But if you find that you didn't study that much during the week because you were just so tired after classroom trainings and stuff like that, make sure you use your weekends to get some studying in. You want to use the weekends to probably like do your laundry, prep your uniforms, and all that stuff as well. I recommend doing that during the week, and then if you manage your time correctly, you will have time, on the weekends for yourself. But you want to make sure that you're not just going out every day, because some people even do that on the weekdays. They want to go out, they want to drink, they do this and do that, and they're not getting their study time in. So you want to make sure that you're utilizing your time wisely, so that on the weekends you can go out and have fun and have personal time. So you want to think smart, be smart, and choose wisely, while you're at BOLC, OCS, or any type of training. So that's all I really have for this video. I hope I shared some valuable information with you guys. And like always, if you have any questions for me, you can leave them down below, or you can go over to my Instagram. I answer a lot of questions over there. And like always, I hope this video has helped you out, and I will see you guys in my next one.